Israel was in Egypt's land. Let my people go. Oppressed so hard.
God blessed the Israelites, causing the Egyptians to fear them and to attempt to control them while in Egypt. The Israelites were enslaved and treated harshly. When this failed, Pharaoh ordered their genocide. Moses' life was directed by God. His odd path was not just a coincidence. His parents hid him for 3 months, refusing Pharaoh's order. Then they cast Moses into the Nile, where he was rescued by Pharaoh's daughter and raised in the palace.
We need not always weep and mourn. Let my people go and wear these slavery chains forlorn.
Identifying with his people, Moses killed a cruel Egyptian, forcing him to take flight to Midian to escape Pharaoh.
Down in Egypt's land.
After 40 years of tending sheep, Moses' life had become predictable. But this day, something was burning. A bush burned, but as time passed, Moses could see that it was burning, but it was not burning up. Just like most of us, the bush aroused Moses' curiosity, and he went for a closer look. Sometimes we participate in experiences not knowing that they are a part of God's broader plan. Moses knew that the bush was apparently a common desert bush, but he didn't know that that fire was far from ordinary. Moses was about to have a life-changing incident and a crucial turning point in the history of this scattered nation of Israel. Now let's examine the character of the God that Moses encountered. The God of the burning bush is holy and revered. God twice called Moses by name. He knows us. Then God warned Moses not to come closer and instructed him to take off his sandals because the ground upon which he stood was holy. First, the burning bush was a curiosity. Now the bush is God manifested in the flames, an object of fear and reverence. The experience of Moses has changed, just as we sometimes find ourselves in the middle of events that suddenly take on new meaning. Moses finds himself there. The bush is talking to Moses, but he doesn't really know who he is talking to. But from the start of this conversation, God identifies himself to Moses in a way that any Jew would understand and trust. The God of the burning bush, second, is the covenant-making God, the covenant-keeping God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He can be trusted eternally. The God of the burning bush has an intimate relationship with his people. He takes a personal interest in the release of the Israelites from Egypt's bondage, saying, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have come down to rescue them from the hands of the Egyptians. He expresses his intolerance with injustice. In fact, he says, I have seen the Egyptians' oppression. Our apathy in the face of injustice of others is inconsistent with the intimate compassion of God. The God of the burning bush is a God who has prepared us for his purpose, commissioned us for his purpose, and supports us for his purpose. As a child and as a young man, Moses was raised in Pharaoh's house. But from deep within, Moses determined that he was an Israelite and he could no longer be known as the son of Pharaoh's daughter. God had prepared a leader with the knowledge of this very Pharaoh, who could also have the courage and conviction to give up the trappings of the palace and stand up for his people. He was not afraid. God's commission was directly to Moses by name. He leaves no doubt that the covenant God, is a God that can be trusted. Moses does not even question his commission. His doubt was about himself. How can he face the powerful Pharaoh and accomplish this mission? Moses had it wrong because he saw himself trying to accomplish this alone. Moses was charged and supported by God. God promised Moses that he would be present with him, leaving no room for doubt. He says, when, not if, when you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship on this mountain. We all have seen God's hands in strange ways moving through our lives. Many times we did not understand until we were in the middle of a storm, a course directed by God's preparation that He had given to us years before. In a world in which every day we see examples of oppression, injustice, and cruelty, even genocide some days, as Christians, we must not fear our commission, for no matter what our role is, God has prepared us, He has charged us, and He will support us. That's the lesson for this week. Hey, have a great week. Bye.
Let my people go.